Once upon a time in the 19th century, there lived a British man named Kenneth Halliwell. He was born in 1926, same year with Queen Elizabeth II of Great Britain. He was an actor, an art creator, and a writer. But aside from all this, he will be known for one thing: a jealous gay murderer. In 1951, Halliwell will meet Orton, another gay man, born in 1933. These two men would start a close friendship and would become lovers and partners. Orton was 7 years younger than his boyfriend Halliwell. Both men had similar interests, as Orton was also a playwright and an author. Halliwell, being an older gentleman, had more experience in the writing world they both belonged to. He would begin to groom Orton. He would show him some of the ways to follow, and because of this, Orton will become an Ortonex type of writer. That's someone who writes on dark humor. This sort of writing style was developed quickly by Orton, and Orton began to get popular for this. These two men will collaborate and work on several projects, but Orton will always be the one to get noticed. He would always be the one people would want to take pictures with, and would always want to meet him to sign an autograph. This and many things would not sit well with Halliwell, and he would begin to get uncontrollably jealous and frustrated. Orton would sign big deals and meet with successful industry people who are interested in working with him alone. This would lead Halliwell to become depressed, and will begin to take antidepressant drugs. It is important to note that Halliwell had suffered a traumatic childhood. He witnessed his mother dying from an insect sting, a wasp, when he was age 11 as a child, and this was very torturing to witness. This incident must have made him cold, because later in life at age 23, his father would commit suicide by inhaling coal gas in a coal gas oven. Halliwell would be the first to find his dead father and would step over his body, make tea, have a shave, before caring to report his death. The death of both parents would leave him with a fortune which he would inherit and move to London to study art. It is with this fortune that Orton would benefit from, as both men were jobless at some point. As young men who are best friends and lovers, they would do crazy things like steal and deform books from libraries, and these crazy things would have them both locked up for 6 months in jail. Getting locked up in jail leaves room for sober reflections. Both men were put in different jails and suffered isolation. One could improve on his skills and get his act together while preparing to come out, or just stay in jail and be angry and bitter about it. This would be the case for Orton. Upon his release from prison, he would develop immense success as a writer, and he would have huge successes. Orton felt that they were punished too harshly because they were queer men, and would break out to form a new shell by being a better writer and find his new path away from Halliwell's directions. This new success would put a great wall between these two best friends. Halliwell would become extremely jealous of his lover and frustrated at a person who he has helped show the way is leaving him behind and probably not carrying him along. So sometime in the morning of 1967, a chauffeur arrived to pick Orton for an important meeting with one of the biggest movie directors of that time. The director found his way into the apartment and found the dead body of Orton, presumably dead, and Halliwell also dead. Halliwell had attacked Orton with a hammer and mortally injured him with a blow 9 times to his head. After this, he took some pills and died. Halliwell left a suicide note that stated that if anyone needed an explanation for what he did, they should read Orton's diary. The diary has stated that Orton has been sleeping around with several other people and attending cottaging in public lavatories. Cottaging is a gay slang that originated from the UK, where men have anonymous sex with strangers in public toilets and hunt for other men by cruising around the park or toilet in search for fun activities. It is important to note that in the past, Halliwell had more money and used his money to take care of both of them at some point, and would fear losing his partner to someone else, considering his investment in the relationship, as well as betrayals and bitterness about being abandoned. Orton was 34 at the time of his death. In an interview, a friend of Orton had said that days before his death, Orton has confided in him that he wanted to end his relationship with depressed Halliwell, but didn't know how to go about it. Before committing this strategy, Halliwell had spoken to his doctors about his mental state, and his doctors had been following up on him, where he tried to book a session with a psychiatrist the next day. However, Halliwell had confirmed to his doctor that he felt better and would not need to see anyone until tomorrow. Halliwell felt very isolated and threatened by his lover's success and relied heavily on medications to heal. Both bodies were cremated, and at the request of Halliwell's family, where a request was asked that the ashes be mixed together, Douglas, the younger brother of Orton, agreed to this request for whatever reason. Mental health is real. Aside from the fact that humans can naturally get jealous of each other's successes, harming the one you love can mostly occur when there's a mental breakdown. If you notice anyone around you is having or behaving in a strange way and showing symptoms of a mental condition, try to be safe around them. They sometimes cannot control their actions or what goes on in their mind or what their mind convinces them to do. May the soul of these two men rest in peace. Being in a relationship and experiencing love is a beautiful thing. Do not allow it to end you. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know how you think we can improve. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a lovely day.